But did you see that short rest how you cover HP without using spells?
I did see that, but you guys are about to get a long rest if you want it. All right. Anyway, okay, where we left off, we just encountered the goblins. We've got this damsel in distress down here. We've got ogres rapidly turning into zombies over here. We've got a goblin whose name we know is Pico right here, who caused this whole thing along with you. Goblin fire priest down here. There's two entrances to the room. There's one on the east, one on the west. Oh, and there's also this ladder that goes up to the top. Uh, this bottom area down here, it's like on the lower level. This zombie over here cannot get to you. It's just like the same level as the zombies outside. And you were all about to roll for initiative. So you remember you got to select your token and then roll for initiative, or else it won't go into the timer.
Did I scare you off, Sam? With my talk of porn?
I just didn't feel like listening to it.
Oh, okay.
You were shaming his. Why were you shaming him?
Like Sam is that guy that needed his stamp collection destroyed.
I just figured he was gonna get you some links to get you straight because you're insulting the culture.
No, I thought it was interesting.
Okay, Mr. Hellstorm, I need you to roll for initiative whenever you get a chance.
I thought I already did.
You gotta have your token selected at the same time.
Click on your character.
It says Alex Hellstrom 6 initiative.
Let me see.
Right below done in poor.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, you gotta click your token first, and then roll for initiative on your character sheet.
Yeah, I may have been staying too close. Try clicking your character again.
Cody, you gotta do it too. Oh, there you go. You got it. Did you add yourself a last name that says Iron Wang?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, you're keeping with the theme of Wushu, so it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure somebody was named the Iron Wang back then.
Did it do it that time?
Yes, it did. Okay, cool. Let me just sort this by descending order. All right. So we got goblins. I'm gonna give the zombie ogres one turn to like change, and the goblins are in the middle of all you guys rolled initiative as well. So Sun Go Frog, it is your turn.
All right.
What exactly is the plan here, guys? Before we actually do something, are we grabbing the bound woman and running for cover, or are you guys gonna start opening cans of whoop ass all over the place? Just remember that those two ogres are turning into zombies very fastly, and they look really, really big and horribly menacing. And not that I discount any of y'all's physical abilities, I just worry a little bit that they're slightly out of our league.
So Sam wants us to whoop all the asses. I'm with you, Sam.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, so we are currently slightly outnumbered, and I don't think it would bode well if we try to disengage with archers.
Don't worry about that. I got something in store for that.
Hey,
The big guys are in the
grab her
process of
and
changing.
haul ass all the way out of this room, and y'all can follow me. And Sungo could totally escape too, if that's the route we want to go.
I think the ogres are going to be distracted with the wall because they can't even fit through the entrance.
Like you said, it's just a thinly made wooden little thing for keeping stuff.
Aren't they bound too?
They're manacled on the hands, but not on the legs.
Oh, okay.
They've been kept as slaves, it looks like. They've got manacles on their hands. They can barely pull their hands apart, but the rest of them is free. And it's just a rickety palisade, made as a holding area.
So they can still totally stomp on us.
I want to fight. I don't want to disengage. My guy won't let me just walk away from this.
Didn't you say last time that they were in the process of changing?
They are. They've just been
so
bit.
they're not changed.
As you guys were rolling initiative, they just got bit, and they kicked their zombie down in the pit down there. So they're not quite zombies yet, but you know it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, he says we do one full turn, then there'll be zombies.
You guys have seen Dawn of the Dead. They're turning.
I don't know what the turn time span is.
Oh,
here.
you about to find out, woman.
So we take care of these goblins and go from there.
You're gonna learn today.
So have we decided what we're doing? Because I can grab her by the boobs and run for the door if necessity means. Because I can run 45 feet without my actual go fast.
You already grabbed her and dragging her already.
Could we? Could
has
we
a hand
use
on
the
her.
door? Could we use the door as a choke?
We could.
Cody, you cannot drag a person as quickly as or as far, can you?
Well, I don't know, but I do know that y'all were saying something about if you dash instead of taking other actions or whatever, you can go double your distance. That would be 90 feet.
Yeah, I'm going to be cutting your movement speed by half if you're going to be carrying her or dragging her. So you'll only be able to move 30 feet if you grab her and go somewhere.
So half of them would be 45 if I used the distance dash thing.
You can move
Because
45?
At level 2, I can move 45.
Oh, okay. You're talking about during dash. All right. I'm to pick her up or drag her.
Normal, I can move 45
Ah,
during the like dash thing. That would make 90 feet.
I see.
But
The thing is, if you're using your action to grab her and put her over your shoulder, then it's going to be a bit shorter.
okay,
So you can only do your regular movement,
I
which is
mean,
half.
Didn't he do that last turn?
He grabbed her. He
I-
hasn't picked her up yet.
I haven't actually done anything.
Okay.
But if I pick her ass up and I can't use my dash or anything else, and if I can go just my normal speed, I can go 45.
Right.
So I
Which
can
will
make
get
it
you to the
door
almost to the
or
choke.
behind all of you. If you think that's what we want to do, I can get her back to us, and then y'all can do your talkie talk if you want, and then we'll be able to evacuate if the fucking trolls come out or the ogre zombies, because they're not gonna be friends to the little gobos who have been keeping them captive. They're just gonna be
True.
trying to kill every damn thing.
Are you
So-
using your key ability to move 45? I see your speed is 35 on the sheet there.
35, but at level 2, I got an additional 10 feet. Let me see if I can.
Well, that's the
find
thing. You were 25 before because you were a dwarf, and I think it might be taking that into account on your speed. Like your speed is 35.
Pretty sure it was 35 before I got it, but I could be wrong. You are the GM.
Regardless,
Whatever you say, I'm cool with.
we do need to get her over
Yeah.
there.
So is this guy right here gonna be an issue? Because right now it's Sungo Frog's turn. So if he needs to like take an action against this thing in order to free Cody to grab a girl and skedaddle,
They're about to be really pissed off at me. Let me just put it to you that way. They're about to be really pissed off at me.
oh
Well,
boy,
aren't they? Can't we talk to them right now?
I thought we were in
Sam-
combat.
Sam
I
can.
can talk to them.
You guys are just hearing
Oh.
gibberish, and Sam's like,
I see.
Okay, I looked it up, Cody. Your starting speed was 25 because you're a dwarf, and you got 10 with your character sheet, so it is now 35.
I see.
Okay.
Well, regardless, we need to get her over to where we are.
Mm-hmm.
And if Sungo Frog is gonna, handle it, that's a good distraction anyway.
Well, he's gonna handle something.
All right,
All right.
go ahead, Sungo Frog.
So yeah, at level 2, it added the 10 feet.
Yeah,
So
level
basically,
2, you got 35 movement speed, so like you're good. Like the speed on your sheet is 35. That's what you got.
Okay.
You just started lower than you thought you did. So where's the cone you're drawing there, Eki?
all right, hang on.
Sorry, guys.
That's my 20-foot cone.
You're catching all those goblins. All right, all right, all right. Okay, let me roll a few dexterity saves for them. Ooh, critical fail. And then I need to roll for the shaman, or the fire priest. Excuse me. DM's got shit rolls tonight, so one of the goblins stays on his feet, but the rest are prone. Let me just get that going here. All right, I'm going to add an icon for the ones that are prone.
Point of question. That campfire is fire, correct?
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, no. I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah.
Continue, sir.
Burn.
All right, do you want to?
So they're going to take, what was it, 2d6?
All right, let me go ahead and roll your 2d6, but you're going to have to roll for yourself, too, because you're, like, spraying into an open flame.
That's fine.
Well, I'm going to have you make a save, though. All right?
Okay. I need to make a dex save, or
Let me think here. I haven't considered this situation with your custom weapon. All right, I want you to roll. Let's say this is a thing you're trying to do with your dexterity, like you're trying to cut it off at the right time before the flame gets to you. So roll a dexterity saving throw. And if it's above 10, I will. Oh shit. Okay. You're good to go, man. You cut it off
He's an
before the
expert.
flames get to you.
Wait, so do you? Yeah, I wanna. Mark, you gotta give it to us play by play, dude.
Do it.
so I say yell out because I'm in giant already, half giant, so I'm gonna yell in giant. Burn and fire, you little bastards! And I pull out my grease cannon and blow hot oil and grease all over them, and it lights on fire, and they just burst into flames.
And whoosh.
Wow.
It took out a whole bunch of them. But not the goblin fire priest.
Does he say anything to me?
He's on fire currently, and he's not super happy with you. Maybe you can try to get through to him.
I'm gonna move now. Take my movement.
Into the fire?
Well, the fire burns the oil off already.
Oh.
It lasts for one turn, so it's technically still on
Okay.
fire.
Oh, then never mind. Then I will end my turn there.
Cool beans.
You don't want to run the other way?
Nope. I gotta stir up the line of defense.
So let's just say this whole area right now is on fire.
Madam Claptrap.
I bet Pico is shitting his britches right about now.
What an opening move. Holy shit. Did not expect that. Okay, Madam Claptrap.
And we have no gobbo wall to keep the zombies busy, the ogres.
Yeah,
Pico.
Yeah, Pico ain't gonna last long.
Poor Pico.
Especially if he runs the fuck away. All right, team. Do I need to do anything crazy? Like, do I need to talk to the Goblin Priest? Should I
mean, he's
just
on fire.
zap him? I mean,
Just think you should talk to Pico. Tell him, hey, if you want to live, totally come over here.
no. Pico needs to stay there as cannon fodder. He needs to do
We don't
nothing.
really know that the zombie ogres are zombie ogres yet, do we?
You see them convulsing on the ground, but I don't think you've seen anybody turn before.
We just
Take them while they're down.
sloppy wet
I
noises.
think you need to point at Mr. Claptrap and just make him go bye-bye.
You're real good at that, Madam Claptrap.
You want me to make the Goblin Fire Priest go bye?
Go away. Yes.
Yeah.
Are my goblin fire priests ever going to get to cast a goddamn spell?
He cost one, yeah.
Yeah.
Lark
He burns
got her
off my
pants.
cubes.
Her favorite pants.
Yeah.
Burning bastard.
Oh, wait. Where's the? Sorry, wrong one.
It's okay. Are you using your invocation this time as well?
It depends on if it hits.
Oh, very well.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, okay. Do what you do.
Ooh, since he's on fire, do I get an advantage roll at all?
He would be slightly preoccupied with the
Yeah.
flaming oil.
I feel like he's not dodging super well, so go ahead, try it out. It's a
Ooh.
20. That's a hit. Roll for damage. Ah!
2 plus 4 equals 6.
So that's your Eldritch Invocation?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I hit him for 6.
Okay,
Right.
so the Goblin Fire Priest is both on fire, ironically, and also has been blasted with Eldritch energy from like pre-God time, and he is both a bonfire and he's now cursing and speaking in tongues. And you have no idea what he's talking about.
Is he a sparkly man? Is he a sparkler?
I think he's turning into a sparkler.
as I'm frying him, I go, "The woman belongs to us."
In Goblin.
In Goblin, yes.
Okay, cool. I'm glad the woman didn't hear you. All right, so is that your turn, or you got something else?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, Mr. Hammer Striker, do your thing.
If I were to cast a spell, is on the fire priest, is Sun Go Frog and Iron Wing in the way?
It depends on which spell. What is it?
Bolt.
A what? Oh,
Bolt.
oh no, you're fine. You're not gonna hit him.
So I'm going to use Guiding Bolt on the Goblin Fire Priest.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Is that enough? Or did I get an advantage of that one?
You can have advantage because he's on fire still.
Twice now.
But you didn't need it.
Twice big.
Roll for damage, sir. All right, how are you gonna go about it? Because that is that's enough damage to gib the guy.
So after Treader watches as Sun Go Frog, it just vaporizes all of them, and he goes, "You stole all of the kills. I want one." And he sends this fire guiding bolt at the Goblin Priest, and just splatters him.
Gibbs.
And the woman on the ground, that she's bound and gagged still, but she's looking at you all like you're monsters.
Perfect.
I'm gonna grab her boob. Check her.
Oh, I hurt.
Okay, so it's Pico's turn.
Sorry, done, Pato.
All right.
So since his turn was done, was the thing on fire still?
It's still on fire for this turn until it is Sun Go Frog's turn again.
Okay, I'm gonna move my character up closer to Sun Go Frog and down an Iron Wing, and that's well within my range. So, and that's what I'm gonna do for my turn.
Okay. Pico over here, it's his turn. He looks between like his burning comrades and his charges that he has failed so incredibly badly. He's like, "Oh no!" Only Sam can understand this, of course, but he goes over to them. He's like, "No, it's okay. You eat," and then he gets kicked away, through the palisade, and lands here, unconscious.
Uh-oh.
And now it is a goblin you guys didn't see's turn.
That was on the
The
roof.
one on top of the roof.
That's right. He is coming down the ladder like, "Hey, what's going on up in here?"
Uh-oh.
The ladder's over there.
Let me just see here. He's taking his action climbing down the ladder, so he's not able to do anything just yet. But he looks at all the carnage and he smells his burning family members, and he's a little bit afraid. I don't think he's going to be fighting anybody. And now it's Cody's turn.
Capture.
David will eviscerate him, I'm sure.
Okay.
I say we could have goblin slaves.
Since we've handily taken care of all the immediate danger within realm, I'm going to ask her what the fuck is going on here.
Okay. She says,
I'm gonna pull the bend thing off of her face here. I guess I need to go 5 feet.
She says,
Or
"Get me
actually,
the
I'm already-
fook out of here."
Okay.
All right.
I say, okay. So all other humans, are we going to fuck up the gobbo that had the ladder and go up and out the top, or where are we trying to go?
Well, if
Because
we go up and
I
out,
don't think we're going to be in this room with those big ugly fuckers.
Out the top would be bad. If we go out the door, we can at least try to channel them.
But we could also go out the door by Pico.
hey, Patu, is there a window? Are there like windows there?
Yeah,
People can't
you
fit
see this
through
ray of
these.
light right here and this ray of light right here. Those are both thin windows, like arrow slats. Like you can fire arrows through them, but you can't exactly fit a humanoid through them. Maybe you could squeeze a goblin through, but that's it. There's a door
Ooh.
over here by Pico. There's a door over here by you, and there is a ladder going up right there.
I think we should go the door by Pico, and I'll grab Pico on the way out.
Okay, well, I need to roll something on
You
the
don't want to
history
run right in front of you.
stonework. I've got something in here that says I have an advantage to stone shit.
Yeah, stone
Stone
history
stone.
checks and
Whenever
stuff.
intelligence history check related to the blah blah blah, like the stonework and the history of the layout of the building.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Okay, I need intelligence, or what do I need to roll for that?
Roll for histoire.
Or would it be like whatever the pulling information out of your ass one
All right,
is?
give me an insight check with advantage because you've got stone.
I would also. I don't know. I can't do that.
Okay, see 22. You know for a fact that this particular tower is super sturdy. The door out where you see Pico there goes out to a ledge that holds like it's like a ledge for archers to perch up and shoot at like the wide open gate area where people come in from the mud pier. You guys passed it on the way here as well. Like over to the right, there's like a narrow ledge. Not so narrow. It has like some siege engines on it, but out there's not a whole lot of room to run around.
Hey, Cody, can you ask old lady what her name is?
That's a lot of talking.
He's talked to her already. I want to wait till next turn to talk to her some more, I think.
Okay, so I have. Was that
Well-
my action to like figure out this random
No,
shit?
no, you're fine. You're doing it in your head.
Well,
So I'm gonna. Well, shit. That is not a good exit from what we just found out.
yeah.
So I'm gonna take it upon instant thought that we need to hit the roof because we've came in from the outside. All of the zombies are choked in from there. I was trying to figure out how to get up on the roof to handle this goblin regardless, but he's come down to say hi. Do we know anything about the layout of the roof? If it's just a tower that we have to come back down from, or is there a way off of it?
We would have to probably come back down, or we could, rappel down. But even still, we'd still have to do an action and probably a check to see if we could even climb the ladder.
Anybody want to offer their insight
Honestly,
from last session? Do you remember?
it would ever. Last session, it looked flat and it looked like it was just stated up on of it, if I can remember correctly.
Okay.
So it would be the zombies into the pit below us, and then a flat top on top, and then you have the archer area on the side.
Since your characters just saw this according to the timeline here, I'm going to turn off dynamic light and you can see what's up there on top of the tower.
There's a giant ballista.
I'm gonna say we were trying. I was at least trying to get there before we ever went in the building.
Yeah, but that's not a lot of space. So if somebody got up there and then we lure the ogres out in front, you could turn the ballista on them from the
Okay,
front side then.
just by eyeballing it. Okay, you guys, you look at the zombie ogres, you look at the ladder. They're not making it up that ladder.
That was my reasoning to get up there because they're gonna be looking for something to fuck up, whether it's a zombie or a whatever.
Or a Pico.
Or Pico.
So we go upstairs, let the zombies chase Pico out the door, and then rest up on top.
Pico's knocked down.
Pico's unconscious.
Okay, we can heal him. I'll heal the bait.
Okay, so I'm going to grab. I've already got a hold of old lady. I'm gonna grab her and run for the ladder.
Cool.
I was gonna say I've got something here that doubles if I use a key. It doubles my jump, but I guess I don't need to jump over anything, so I'll just run my 35. Or what kind of himper do I have, or is she free to
You're
run?
going to do half movement speed with the lady over your back. So it's going to be, let's make it 20. We'll round up. You're a big boy and she's a
So,
small girl.
guys, just to kind of give y'all an idea, though, any way we do, those zombie ogres are going to be in here, and we won't be able to get back down.
Well, we can use it as a choke and kind of shoot down at them.
They're gonna bust their fucking way out of this shit. Go down into that pit, or I doubt they're
Maybe
just gonna fucking sit here.
But if they break the wall that's holding the zombies from getting to us, we will have a swarm on our is
Well,
what I was problematic
we'll
with.
be on top, and I bet they'll go take them all down. And I have my drone too.
I was thinking if we healed Pico and get him to wake up after we head up the ladder, he'll be left down here to his own devices to draw their attention.
Okay, well I can only go 20 feet with her, so I'm gonna just step back towards the group and let y'all play. Tell me
What
happens here?
What if we went out on that ledge on the other side of Pico, threw a rope down, and all repelled to try to get away and move into the city?
That would put us in front of the gate where John so eloquently told us would be a choke point full of zombies.
Oh, right.
You don't know for sure yet. You are guessing.
We can use that
We still
ballista
have
up there to take out zombies too.
Yeah, we also still have that way over there on the far side of the balcony. The opposite way that we didn't come. We don't know what's over there. So we could run past that big bonfire looking area. We light it on fire, have someone on the ballista up top, and we kill the ogre zombies from above and keep them at bay with fire.
So it's my turn. I can
I still
I
need
mean
to know what direction
after
to go.
Dunan's gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Towards Alex's.
I volunteer to in my turn next to work on the archer and then go upstairs and work on the ballista so you guys can move wherever. That way we have top cover.
Okay, just know that whoever goes up there to the ballista is going to have to make an insight check to figure out how to work it.
To see if it even works.
Well, however many turns it takes for you to get your insight high enough to work it, you might want to send somebody that can figure it out on the fly.
I think that would probably be me.
I mean, I have really good investigation, perception, and insight. Like they're my main skills there.
But do you have the strength to be able to use it?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, I think Treader is best for that.
I do have a lot of a lot of skills that I can use, from far off too. So I could go up with someone with the strength.
That'd probably be best.
All right, Lark, it is your turn. You decide.
So did you figure out where to go, Cody? Okay. All right.
Yes, I'm over and done with.
So I want to shoot at the archer guy. But I think a lot of my skills would hurt Sam, except for a magic missile. Oh, jeez.
You got to roll
Maybe
it 3
not.
times. It's 3 missiles.
Okay. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. They always hit. Magic missiles are unerring. They always hit their
okay,
target.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you want to tell me, how would you go about this?
All 3 of them on the same guy.
Okay, but how would you go about this?
What do you mean? Oh, you want? Okay, gotcha. So I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna head up to the roof. I need someone with some strength too. And I was like, hold on, Sam, or wait, duck claptrap. And then I shoot the missiles over at the dude.
Okay, they all streak toward your target, and they perforate his torso area, and there's 3 neat holes that are glowing slightly blue as he falls to the deck and dies.
And then I'm gonna take my motion to go over there and start climbing.
You motion to the ladder. I second that motion.
My movement, whatever it is.
So I'm gonna have you take an action to climb the ladder. So you just get to the base right now, okay?
Okay.
All right, Alex Hellstorm.
I guess I'm gonna move towards here by Treader and just be here just in case the ogres get hurt too quickly.
Somebody may want to talk to this woman I'm dragging forcibly away from things.
She wants to get out, so I think she's
Well,
willing.
We could ask her where we should go. She's, a human. She might know someplace, like the layout of this building.
Is and stuff.
So I guess I move over here, then yell at the woman and ask her.
Do you know shit about this place?
Do you know
shit about
any-
shit?
Fuck, my man.
Do you know anything about this area?
I know that
What's-
it's dark and the goblins were going to eat me and those ogres are turning into zombies. We need to go.
Well,
Uh,
there you go.
She's very helpful, you can tell.
Someone hit her over the head.
I better not.
Son, go
Okay,
for
end
it.
my turn.
All right, go ahead. Let me
Alright.
clear out your thing here. Boop, it's
Yeah.
gone. It's no longer on fire, you murderer.
So the ogres should be coming up right now.
Yeah, they roll last like in their initiative. So like they are now on their feet and they're at the edge of the pen right now and they're trying to figure things out. Thank you for telling me that I didn't actually do my turn yet.
Flaming oil.
Well, I need to wait for they get closer before I do anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and they don't look very dexterous. So let's go ahead and do a sacred flame.
All right, let me bring up my zombie ogre character sheet.
Oh, you guys are just gonna go straight to fighting the ogres. Okay.
Well, I got to get their attention is all I'm trying to do. Piss them off and come towards me. I have one of the highest ACs, so it would take harder for them to hit me.
All right, they failed their dexterity throw.
They take 7 points of radiant damage.
Okay. You gonna say something about this, or should I just go ahead?
I'm going to yell at y'all and be like, hey, I'm going to get their attention and drag them outside. Y'all do what y'all can.
Which one are you sacred flaming?
If I remember, Sacred Flame's an AoE.
I don't think so. I think it's just one.
The one, a creature.
Is
They both have the same dexterity. Which one are you doing?
the one on the left.
That one. Okay. Let me give him a -7. So the your hands glow white for a moment. You move your hands around and speak to your god, and the flames come down on the zombie and like kind of roast one of his quadriceps. And you can tell like the flames bit into him, but he doesn't feel it. His face doesn't change. He's still single-mindedly focusing on trying to get to you.
That's what I need. And then I'm going to slightly start moving back.
Gotta kite those guys, right?
Yep.
All right, so you've got Agamemnon's Glory on right now, so your movement's 25 or something like that?
20. 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to move half of my movement, though.
Madam Claptrap, your turn.
Question: does this woman have like feet? Can she go on her own to someone if they talk to her, or is she still just a part of my back?
She's
next
bound on the wrists and the feet, and she was gagged, but now she's definitely a little bit upset and she's ungagged.
10-4.
Claptrap?
Mm-hmm. Well, we seem to be in a precarious place. I'm trying to figure out what to do.
I mean, the safest spot might be top side with Bree, with Lark.
Since you've got the range. I'm pretty hurt too, guys. I'm at under half my health from that.
Oh, speaking of hurt, wasn't I hurt before?
Can't you heal yourself?
I can, but I only have one spell left until we go to rest.
You still have two level 2 spell slots, Jim.
I've already cast one spell, and I had cast spells from the last session.
Yeah.
You did level up between now and then. If you got level 2 spells, those are
Different slot.
Those are yours. Yeah.
So I say that one more time. Sorry, Ponte.
So you leveled up between last session and this one. I'm going to assume that your god gave you the spells as you leveled up, so you don't have to prepare them or anything. You've got them. So it's the level 2 spells that you just got from leveling up. They're prepared. You can use them whenever you want.
All right, so Madam Claptrap looks around and starts to survey the situation. Madam Claptrap looks at the woman and goes, "One last time, woman, do you have any useful information for us?"
Other than those zombie ogres are about to come and kill us, I don't know. Like maybe we could run away. She looks a little panicky, and like she adds that like I got brought here against my will. I don't exactly know where I am.
Nothing immediately helpful. Let's see. Can I walk to the ladder and then climb it?
Yeah, you haven't used an action yet, so you're good to go.
Up and away then. I'll be upstairs if you need me, boys.
So you're coming out over here. Okay. Treader Hammer Striker, it is your turn.
So after seeing Claptrap and Lark move toward the ladder to head up to mess with that ballista, I'm going to move toward the ladder for my initial run here. Yeah, so I can get to the base of the ladder with my movement.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Healing Word on Pico. Because
It's a bonus action.
Yes, it is. I've already moved, so there's nothing else I can do at this point.
You could cast a heal on yourself and then bonus action is all I was saying.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yep. All right, that sounds good. I will do Cure Wounds on myself then.
Okay.
Can I cast it at level 2, or is it only at level 1?
Let's see. I believe you can cast at level 2. Like
Cure Wounds can be casted at level 2.
Yeah.
It'll do 2d8 plus 2, or whatever your wisdom modifier.
Okay. I will be casting that at level 2.
Okay, so 10. You touch yourself for 10 healing damage.
I love touching myself and feeling better.
Very well.
Very well. Now, for my bonus action, I will then cast Healing Word on Pico. Hopefully, we can wake his butt up and get those ogres' attention as well. Maybe they can buy us a little time. That I will be casting at level 1.
Okay. So your hands glow, and let's see. Yeah. Hold on, let me make sure you're in range here.
I am 50-something feet.
60.
All right. Okay. So Pico's body glows for a moment, and he starts to stir a bit. And he's holding his head, and he tries to get up, and like all of his gear is just kind of clambers to the ground. But he is awake now.
I forget, what is it to get you below or get you unconscious? Is it 0 or 1?
Yeah, it was. You got to go to 0 to go unconscious.
Okay.
But you got him now.
That is the end of Treader's turn.
Okay. Pico gets up, and he's holding his head, and he looks around at all the like mangled, burnt corpse of his goblin friends, and then he looks back at the pen of zombie ogres, and he's like, "Oh no! Pico, do this!" So he is starting to run away. Let me see what his movement is. He just got up from prone, So he's got half movement speed. He's got to go 1, 2, 3. There we go. And Mr. Ironwang.
Okay, so I'm going to pull one of my sickles out and cut this woman's bondage off of her wrists and hands.
Okay. So as you do so, she kind of like flexes her wrists and grabs her ankles and looks like she's a little bit relieved. And she climbs steadily to her, shakily to her feet. She looks like she's been bound for a while. She's got to stretch some of those muscles, but she is up and about now.
And I tell her, okay, woman, if you want safety, follow them up the ladder. We've got work to do.
All right. She nods like she definitely knows what's up, and she is going to follow you.
Okay, well, she can follow them. I am going to have to go out the other side of the damn building for Sungo Frog's plan to work.
All right. She looks extremely comfortable with getting higher than whatever these zombies can do.
Okay.
Send her over to me, Cody.
Well, she's her own entity now. I sent her towards the ladder, towards you and Lark and
All right.
them.
She's over by you now.
Now,
Can I speak to her, or do I have to wait for my turn?
Oh, you have to wait for your turn.
Okay.
so Sungo and Hellstrom, what's the plan here? We're gonna drag these damn things out the side door, or what's up?
That's the idea, at least. Drag them back the way we came and try to hit them with their fires and try to bottleneck them through the door.
All right. Well, I'll lead them out. So, is the door actually like just right here, or
Yeah, you see that light source right here? That is the door. And then you'll be up at the top part of the map on the wall.
All right. Well, that's where I'm going. So, yeah. Might take me a minute because my shit's acting all crazy. Every time I move, the map like flips the fuck out on me.
Yeah, it's doing that dynamic lighting thing. Hold on. I'm going to turn it off for this one. Oh, it is off.
Because every time I pick myself up, it scrolls immediately to the bottom of the map.
Okay, I've got you outside the door now.
Okay. So I guess, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Okay. Lark,
Okay, can I cast and then go up the steps?
your action is the ladder climbing thing. I mean,
Okay,
you've got
so-
time. The zombie ogres maybe can't get over to you yet, but we'll see.
Terry,
Wouldn't hurt to knock some more HP off the son of bitches, but
she
Yeah.
can't. Yeah,
actions up the stairs, yeah. So
they're around the corner, right?
What was that?
They're around the corner, right? She can't see them, can she?
She
I can,
is
it's open,
on a
right?
catwalk right over this gap here. She can definitely see them. Like the palisades only cover maybe like their up to their thighs. She can see the whole top half of them.
Okay, I'm gonna go for Ray of Sickness to the closest guy.
You already used Ray of Sickness.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, it's down.
Okay, well then I don't really have a whole lot of damage. Well, I guess I got Firebolt. And that's a cantrip, so I can shoot as much as I want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Closest guy.
Okay.
by that you mean closest ogre or closest zombie?
Yeah, closest ogre.
Okay. So, all right. How would you go about this?
Well, it's generally a straight shot here, so I just feel like, wee, and I shoot the fireball at the guy.
Okay. So the firebolt flies from your hand across the gap, over the palisade, and impacts him like in the rib cage. Again, he doesn't really feel much, and he doesn't exactly ignite either. But you do see that a bit of skin is flaking away right there.
Oh boy, a bit of skin.
He's a big boy. All right, Alex,
I
go
know.
ahead.
So I'm gonna ask Sungo Frog, are we going out there to lead them, or do you want to do it by yourself?
It's whatever you think, boy. I'm gonna try to lure them as fast as I can, but I'm gonna stay until they get up the ladder. I can't leave till they do.
That's my action, huh? I can't say anymore.
Well, that's as much as you can say this turn, but you can take an action, you can take movement. But I just don't want you having full conversations within like every turn it takes 6 seconds. So that little exchange took a little bit like that.
We can have conversations when we're out of combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't read a book during your 6-second turn. You know, you're doing this while you're moving or you're fighting.
I want to run towards this way, towards Treader over here, and I can get. I'm sorry, I'm thinking here. Sorry. Can I do an insight check on Pico to see, look at his armor, see what he's wearing, to see what kind of?
Sure, go ahead.
Is it an insight?
Make it a perception. Or actually, you want to know more about him than what is immediately available, or what?
Yeah, I want to see what he's wearing. What is? And how,
Alright.
if it's a heavy armor class, is has a shield?
Give me an insight check.
Also, Pato said a lot of his armor just fell to the floor when he woke up because he got beat up pretty bad.
Oh, all his armor fell off.
No, just some of it. You'll see. All right, give me an insight.
Anything? I clicked on it.
Nothing. Click the word insight.
Normal roll, right?
Yeah, normal. Yeah. 7. Okay, that is a goblin. His skin is green, and he looks like he's not a very nice boy, but his actions have said otherwise so far.
So I can't do nothing else now, huh?
Unless you want to like attack or something.
Sure. How far does my bow actually reach?
I don't know what does it say. I think it's like up to 120 feet or something like that.
It just says longbow.
Let's see. DnD longbow range. I'm searching for it. All right, it's.
Wait, are you gonna try to attack Pico?
All right, the range is between 150 and 600 feet. You're good. Or I'm sorry, it's up to 150 and up to 600.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not gonna attack Pico.
Okay, good, because we need him as cannon fodder.
So I'm gonna try to shoot my arrow closest to the closest ogres on me.
Okay. Man, you crit. So let me draw that crit card. Blammo. It's a piercing one. So what does it do?
That's right in the kisser. Maximum damage. And target cannot speak for 3d4 rounds.
That poor zombie. Okay, so you shoot your arrow and it hits him for what was it? 8 damage, or what was your modifier for it?
Click on the longbow thing.
So 9. Okay. All right, so you shoot your longbow, the arrow flies out and hits him right in the roof of the mouth. He doesn't look particularly perturbed by it, but he is a zombie. And he's not going to be doing any talking anytime soon.
Wait, John. That's 8 plus 3 for his dex. So for max damage,
Hold on, let me check. 8 plus what?
plus 3 for dex.
Oh, okay, my bad. Let me just do another -2 here.
Plus the 1, don't you?
No. The one is the for the plus 3 is all that was
Okay.
because he rolled.
It's a max. All right, so yeah, the zombie is he's got an arrow like lodged in his mouth, so he's not gonna be able to bite anything very easily unless he like really tries. He's got a ruptured quadricep from the flame, and he's got a firebolt like scorch mark on his rib cage. And now it's his turn, unless Alex got something else to do.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. I can't even go up the ladder now. So.
Okay. The zombie ogres are stupid. but they have figured out they can just step over the palisade. Apparently, the ogres that they kept in that pen were like they were kept in the palisade. They've been slaves their whole lives, so they didn't really never tried to escape. But these they don't have any such problems with that. But since they're stepping over the palisade, they get half their movement speed. So he can go to about here. This one can go to about here. They're not in melee range of anybody yet, but they're getting pretty close.
You some bitches better unass that ladder.
Sun Go Frog, it's your turn.
Pico's screwed.
Here.
Is that 2 campfires? Sorry.
Just the one.
Like, what is that next to the
Oh,
campfire?
my bad. That is a campfire that was on the map, and I accidentally moved the token.
Oh, okay.
I was using it as a marker to make myself put one here.
I'm gonna go ahead and do on that ogre zombie guiding bolt.
Okay. That's an 18. That's a hit.
I'm casting at level 2.
Level 2. All right, so what is it? 5 plus 4? Or is it just 5?
Oh. Yeah. Because it's supposed to be a 46, but it doesn't show the rolls for damage.
Let me check it out. At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot second level or higher, the damage increases by 1d6 for each slot. So you're rolling 2 die right now. So it's 5 and 4, which is 9.
Wait, there's something wrong with your rolling because it's
Looks right.
okay.
They're both
Guiding bolt.
1d6s, right?
Yeah, the guiding bolt is supposed to be a 46. I thought damage.
I don't think so. It's 1d6 and
The bottom
then another 1d6.
for damage.
No, target takes 46.
That is. That's what mine says. 46 radiant damage.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Guiding bolt. I'm looking it up. Yeah, you're right. Let's see.
Funny
Oh,
roll.
wait. On a hit, the target takes 46 radiant damage. The next attack roll made.
They have advantage when they attack it next time.
All right. Apparently the thing is being weird. So why don't you roll 2 more d6s and we'll add it up.
Isn't it supposed to be 3 more d6s?
No,
Because the higher level.
you rolled a 5, then you roll a 4, and then you get an extra 1d6 for the higher level.
Extra higher level, and then I need still 2 more
That's
d6s.
right. That's right. 2 more d6s. I'll add the 5 and the 4 to them.
Yeah, that's only 2 d6s I need
Yeah,
because it's 40.
2 and 2
So-
and 2 does still equals 4.
Yes, and then 1 more for the higher level is 5.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead. 3d6s then. Roll that beautiful bean footage. So 18. All right, go ahead. How would you go about that?
So Sun Gofro starts charging up his hands and says, "Not today, zombies," and throws a big bright ball of white light at him.
All right, the bright white light hits him like directly, like it kind of arcs behind him and hits him in the spinal column. And it has like a sort of leeching effect where it like leeches him to where he can't quite hold himself up properly. And he is bloody now. He's at least halfway down, but you're not sure how much.
All right, that's gonna end my turn.
Madam Claptrap, it is your turn, sir. Madam.
Wait, sir or madam?
Sir, madam. I'll knight you, so you can be Sir, madam.
So, from where I'm standing, the only person that I can actually currently see is my beloved Duncan Ironwing. So I lean over the ramparts there and go, "Oh, Dunnan, darling, could you please let me know what we're doing?"
Well, all the wankers are running up the ladders, and the frog thing keeps attacking shit.
That's so perfect.
Hold on, I'm dying. Oh, really? Well, do you think there's anything I could do to be of assistance at the moment?
Well, if your arms were a little longer, I could think of something.
Oh man, that's funny.
That's enough talking. The
Very well,
ballista.
then. I'll just wait. Next.
Treader,
So Treader is going to yell at the woman to get up the ladder. Yell at the woman to get up the ladder.
okay. Her turn is like right next to Cody's, so
So
she nods at you and she says, "Yeah, I'm on it."
Yeah, I think you could go up the ladder, Bubba.
I just wanted to make sure she was going to head up the ladder first. But if she's going to be after Cody or his turn, then that's okay. I will go ahead and use my action to get up the ladder.
He just wants to stare at a butt.
Oh, that chivalry.
And she's very rigid in her turn taking, so she lets you go up first.
All right. Do I need to do any checks to get up the ladder?
No, it's just an action.
And I will join Claptrap on the roof.
Okay, it's Pico's turn. He looks at the zombie ogre. He looks at the other zombie ogre and says, "Ah, oh no!" And he is going to make a break for it. Let me just do this here. Let me measure his speed. Yep.
Won't that get him a target of opportunity or attack of opportunity?
He is going to here, to here. He's going right out of their range. He looks like he has a bit of experience with trying not to get beaten.
He's coming in attack of opportunity, though, isn't he?
No, like this is an attack of opportunity. This one is, but not this one where he was.
No.
Oh, if you want to attack him, go ahead.
No. He's within my range of attack of opportunity if he moved to that hex from
Yeah.
that hex.
Do you want to? He's trying to get as far away as possible.
No, I'm not gonna. If he's unconscious on the floor, would they be more inclined to eat him or not?
You don't have to run faster than the
Fucking
bear, right?
Yeah. So I mean,
Take him out.
he is passing my attack of opportunity, so I might as well.
So he's only got like 4 health before he falls unconscious. So you might want to do it.
Just give him a little pop on the head.
Remember
Just
to roll for
clothesline his
non-lethal
ass.
damage.
You're so big, you're gonna kill him with one punch.
An arm strike would be non-lethal, or what do I have to do for that?
You just say I'm doing non-lethal damage, and you roll for damage.
Non-lethal, unarmed.
Hit him with your wing.
Okay, that's a hit. Go ahead. Okay, yeah. All right. So as he comes by, go ahead and role play it.
So as he comes by, I reach out with my left hand and just bop him on top of the head.
You killed him.
And Pico's last thought as he falls unconscious on the floor, like, didn't these guys just wake me up?
Poor guy.
Okay, so it's Cody and the girl's turn. The girl is going to use her action to go up on top of the battlements. As she gets up there on the ladder, she looks at everybody up here and she looks a lot more comfortable up high near you guys. And it's Cody's turn.
Okay, so is Pico at the door or headed to the door, or is he sleeping around the corner from the door?
He
So
got
I could
he
kick
got
him in.
beat to sleep right next to the door frame.
So can I piss on him?
I don't. Let's see. Why don't you roll an athletics check I think the angle is right, but you're gonna need like some major like diaphragm to do this.
Like that.
That's really good. Okay. Now I want you to roll a dexterity checks for your aim.
Ooh.
I think I'm pissing on everybody here.
Okay, so you attempt to piss on Pico, but you get Eki too. You piss on both of
Hey,
them.
you little bastard.
Ruh-roh.
So you urinate on both the half giant and the goblin that's lying unconscious on the floor.
Okay, so I guess I'm just going to walk whatever remaining distance I can away from the door. Like, I don't know, 10 feet, whatever.
Okay. And I'm sure you feel very relieved.
Yes. Now, Lark's turn.
Lark, go ahead.
I pretty much say bye bye, boys, and I climb the ladder. Ta-da!
All right. Go up to the top. Alex, it's your turn.
I'm going to proceed outside. But can I
Probably that's
drag Pico with me?
The
Drop
piss-
him off at the door?
The piss-soaked goblin. All right.
Like I'm dragging him like right there in front of the door.
Okay. That's fine.
I-
'cause that means you get like half of your movement speed. So you're gonna drop him like right in the
I was thinking
door
about
entrance.
dropping him like right there if we could.
Okay. You're gonna end right there, I think, anyway. Poor Pico.
He's having a wild ride.
Is that good?
Yep, you're good to go.
Alrighty.
All right, it's the zombie ogre's turn. He has a movement speed of 30. He's finally able to move and do things.
Frog.
He's right next to Eki there. And he's going to take a swing at him. Let me bring up his character sheet right quick.
Uh-oh.
All right,
Oh,
time for
boy.
a fist slam. Hello, let's roll. And it's a shitty attack. Like he's very slow. He brings both of his arms up into the air and tries to slam down, but you're a little bit too nimble and a little bit too well armored for him to actually physically connect with you very well. And you see like a big divot he created in the stone floor. Your turn.
What about the other one?
I'm sorry. The other one's got to move over here too.
Alright.
They're not super pleased with you.
Good. So I'm going to use my last charge.
Wait, didn't you only have two? Oh yeah, never mind. This is your second one.
My last charge.
All right, let me
So-
make their dexterity saving throws. How much range does it have? 20 feet?
20 feet, so I can only get the first one, but it stays there. So
Okay. Making the dex throw. And he falls prone.
and I'm going to just walk out the front door.
Like a
So that-
boss. So let's see, where is your cone? Is it like
It's going to
here?
cover. So it's basically going to cover this front area because it's 20 feet from me,
Like that?
basically.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and just walk out there with Cody and then. Now that he's on the ground, he can't do anything to me.
Okay, you guys have 3 turns of setup between you all. All right? That's when they're able to get up. They're never going to get up during this bullshit. Like these guys are going to be prone for a minute. Get yourselves in position, and then I will assume the grease thing has gone away. I gotta pee like really bad. I'll be right back.
I was going
I
to say
do-
for
I
my.
do-
Go ahead, Brie.
Well, I want to cast detect thoughts on the chickadee.
You're not going to do the insight check to see about the ballista?
Oh yeah, I need to do that too. But I guess we have 3 turns, so
Yeah.
Take thoughts. There's gonna be like hoochies in the zombie crowd or what?
no, I want to detect thoughts on the woman.
Yeah,
so
we need
that
to
I
find
can.
out who the fuck she is. She's very rigid on her turn taking apparently, and
Mm,
very opinionated about things. So she may very well be the niece.
We also need to
Okay.
figure out how far you guys need to get them away from the door so we can get the ballista on them.
So if we
Yeah.
get on the other side of the bonfire looking thing, if we light that on fire, I can stand here, absorb hits, have Cody and Alex stand there and attack, and y'all fire at range at them.
Well, we got 3 turns to move or whatever. So,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
we're
and then
roughly out of combat right now until then, unless dipshit wakes up in between now and then and wants to fight. I don't know.
Yeah, I could res him. I could kill him. Y'all could talk to him.
Okay, I'm back.
Sam wants to talk to him.
also, if for some reason my insight check fails on the ballista, Claptrap, you have good insight too, right?
No.
No.
I do.
Okay, that's fine.
It needs to like.
I'm gonna work on the woman.
Woman.
As
Yeah,
you
I
guys
wanna-
are doing all this, the woman is kind of staring off out into the distance off the tower. She knows she's safe, but she's like, looks like she's trying to look for exits and such.
Sorry, I didn't mean to click on that. But I do want to cast it at some point. I don't know what our turn order looks like right now.
Right now, we're going to start with Sun Go Frog, just like we're at the top of the turn order. We're just going to assume 3 turns have gone by.
Oh, so if the
But
guys
wait.
wanted to move themselves,
Yeah, you can move. Like 3 turns worth of movement or action, go ahead and do it now. Don't have to tell me.
Okay.
Okay, so
Well,
we need to set this thing ablaze so that the oily fucks can get caught on fire when they get out of here.
So
Okay.
you mean 3 turns worth of action in order? Because I've got like 3 different like
No
spells
order.
and
That's fine.
rolls and stuff.
You can take
Okay.
3 actions of some kind. Cody just set the bonfire ablaze, which is fine.
I'm going to position here to keep them in the front line area.
So this is all on fire right here. All right, so insight of 11, that's good enough.
Yeah.
You see how to work the ballista, and you notice that they do have a bunch of like cranks and like little tools for you to reposition it. It is going to take an action for you to reposition it in a way that will maybe be useful to you, where you can fire down on the ogres.
Okay. I also want to cast the detect thoughts on her.
Okay, so Sam, you're trying to roll persuasion and intimidation right now on her, is that right?
yeah, I'm just getting her to tell. Like, we're just trying to figure out who she is, and so I'm trying different methods to figure out who she is. So
Can we do that after this is done?
Why
Sam,
waste the 3 chances?
Sam, I'll give you 3 sentences, and I'll respond to those 3.
like, you'll give me 3 sentences to try to figure out who she is. Like,
No, like
I get 3 questions, or
yeah,
what are you
these are
saying?
3 turns, so give me 3 sentences that might take 6 seconds, and she will respond in kind. I don't care about how many sentences; just keep it short, and she will like tell me what you're going to tell her.
Darling, what do I call you when referring to you?
Leah, I'm a roofer. She looks you up and down with more than a little suspicion. But she looks like she just says something significant. You're not quite sure what, though.
She's a roofer.
Hey, David, you might want to move back with us.
She did say something significant. She said she's a roofer.
She's on a roof.
Well, not. She's on a. What do you call this thing?
It's a
John?
watchtower.
Watchtower. Yes. All right. Leah, now that we're out of immediate danger's way, is there anything that you can tell us that would help us get out of this lovely, ugly situation we're in?
I don't know. Usually, whenever trouble comes a knocking, I run away. That's kind of what we do here in the roofers. They're my family, you know. But I mean, if you wanted some tips on fighting, that's not really my thing. I'm more of a scavenger.
So you might know a way off this place once we deal with those giant ogres, because we're going to deal with them. So maybe you know a way out.
If those goblins didn't take my fucking gear, maybe so. But if you got some rope and some kit, maybe so. You guys look like you're well decked out. A lot of that going around lately.
And that was our exchange.
Okay.
Because you said 3, that was 3.
Yeah, you're good, man. So, Bree, have you turned the ballista to the point where?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's one of my actions, but that detects thoughts is another one, and I wanted to cast it on Leah.
Okay, go ahead. Oh,
Well, I mean, I'm
Wait.
trying to figure it out.
okay.
I'm sorry. I've been gone this whole time.
David, you have 3 turns of movement or actions that you can do.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
I'm positioning myself here to funnel the ogres to me. Cody, I guess, is setting up there. We've got the bonfire lit. They're moving the ballista. We know the woman's name is Leah.
We got to get them that close to the bonfire to get them to go on that side, or what?
Well, they're going to be pissed off at me no matter what, so they're probably going to come towards me. But if they get the opportunity, they may try to swat at y'all.
Okay.
Maybe try to get behind them or something.
Bree, you're reading her surface thoughts right now. They're mostly concerned with escaping. Like, she doesn't really give a damn about you guys. She wants to get out of here, like, right now, but she's frustrated because she's not able to do what she normally does. You can attempt to probe further, but she's going to make a wisdom saving throw and know that you're trying to dig around in her head.
Really, what I'm trying to figure out is why they had her bound. You know, like what makes her so special. I mean, I don't really care if she sees that I'm trying to figure out what the hell's up with her.
They were hungry.
It's not on her mind right now why they had her bound. Right now, she's
Hmm.
just thinking of escape, and that's what the spell says.
I gotcha.
If you want to probe
Well-
deeper, you can, but you have a chance of being detected, and she will kind of not like it.
I gotcha. It did say something about the questions. Hold on. Where did it say? The questions shift the thoughts of her or something. Hold on. Where did
So
that
you're
go?
doing this simultaneously as Sam is questioning her?
I mean, I kind of casted it before he questioned her. So,
Okay.
I mean,
So
I don't
whenever
know
she
if
says
that...
she's a roofer, she has thoughts of like safety and camaraderie, but at the same time, like a sort of loose conglomeration of people. You get the sense that roofer doesn't mean a profession so much as like a way of life right now, since the zombie apocalypse around here.
Hmm.
When she said that the roofers are her family, she meant it in the way that like she doesn't have a family anymore since the whole zombie thing, but you're not sure exactly why she would say it like that.
Gotcha. Okay. Hey guys, I have a feeling that that she's not the only one we will find shortly, and might be good, Leah, if you don't mind, to have her around to make introductions.
All right, are you guys all where you want to be, or what you want to do?
Shredder would like to do some stuff as well.
Okay, go ahead.
So we're not doing the turn order anymore?
For 3, you can move up to 3 turns worth of movement right now because the big bastards inside are still trying to stand up for Makey's oil. So if you want to go somewhere within 3 times whatever your walk distance is, your speed, you can go there now. And then if you want to rub your dick on Pico's forehead, you can throw an action and do that, or whatever you want to do.
I'm saying I don't have to wait my turn to do this.
No, go.
No.
The zombies are disposed for 3 turns, but letting you do what you want until they get up.
All right, I guess I'm gonna drag Pico closer to Dun Iron Wing over here. Can I actually make it that far?
Yeah, you can.
3 turns worth. So yeah.
Like right here?
Yeah, go ahead and position yourself however you want. Boop.
I am also going to be enchanting my weapon. My last of my level 2 slots.
Okay, which one is that? Oh, I see. All right, try to remember that whenever you roll for attack next time, okay?
Gotcha.
All right, is everyone good to go on their turn?
No.
Wait. What did you say that someone needed a lot of strength to shoot the
Yes,
ballista?
that's what I would like to do with Treader's turn here.
Okay, which angle do you want to point it at?
Straight toward
Mm.
Pico.
Draw it for me, like this way.
We're not angling it at the guys at all, are we? Okay, no.
Pico bait.
Okay, let's just say the ballista is pointed in this direction.
I'd also like to use my insight to, take a look at operating the ballista correctly. Since I'm a war priest, I should know how to use this siege weaponry.
All right, I'll give you advantage on the insight then, since you're trained in war. Okay,
Nice.
so you know how to operate the ballista properly. It is going to give you an advantage on whatever attack roll it has, and you kind of know how to reload it as well. You see only one more ballista bolt up there with you.
I'd like to use one of the other turns to tell if this is ready to roll, or do I need to spend an action loading it up?
You can tell right now that the ballista is loaded and ready to rock. The goblins have kept it loaded, and that's not a good practice normally, but you can tell that it is going to fire at least once before it breaks itself apart.
I have mending too, so
It's a big ballista.
well.
But yeah,
I can
okay.
fix
If it
them.
does break, maybe you can fix it.
Just a suggestion to attack the one that's not damaged.
I mean, we could make a battle plan right now, basically.
Oh crap! I didn't mean to hit that.
It's
I was trying
okay.
to read the info. On it.
So yeah, when they come out, the one that's all bloodied, we'll leave that for us because the ballista's gonna break, and just shoot the one that's not damaged that we haven't attacked yet.
Could that magic weapon you have there, son? Does that also something I have, or is that just for you?
It is something you have. It's a permanently prepared. That and spiritual weapon.
Pato, can I cast that on the ballista?
That is a good question. Yeah, go ahead.
Question, team. Would there be a chance where you guys might want to take the healthy ogre and kind of sort of lead him over towards the edge here and get him like within firing range of this ballista so that the fire knocks him off of the wall and into this horde?
Well,
That's
right
a lot of
now,
maybes.
now we've pushed the ballista toward Pico. We'd have to turn it again, and that'd be an action. But that would just make him fall down. It wouldn't do anything to him, would it?
Well, he would be down there instead of up here with us.
And
Well,
there's a lot of hungry zombies.
so with the insight check of the ballista, would we know whether or not it does knockback damage or not?
With his insight and the way he's looking at the bolts and stuff, the way he figures it, it's going to penetrate unless it hits a bone. If it hits a bone, it's going to do some knockback, but it's also a big ogre zombie. So who knows?
So less likely then, potentially, or it could work.
Would
There's
it be possible for us to light the bolt on fire?
He just blessed it, so if you want something to burn on the bolt, it's not going to be the head; it's metal.
Okay.
I figure we'll shoot the healthy one and just wherever it lies, and kill the weak one. Instead of trying to do all this other stuff, trying to hopefully maybe it do this.
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe if we got it when it goes for Pico, we could push it into the fire.
Yeah.
You guys ready for them to come out?
He gets here, he's getting his dick blown off.
So wait a minute, so we're doing the straightforward attack instead of the over the edge here?
That's the
Like
way I
shoot 'em when they
understand
get- Okay, I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Sorry.
No holds barred, donkey fucking here.
Okay. The zombies are up, and they are moving toward you now. Let me just put these guys out here. Okay. One guy is coming over this way. They're giving each other space once they get out of the door.
Can we tell which one was the original one that we were injuring?
The one that's injured is up here.
How far out does it need to be for us to hit it with a ballista?
I think the angle of it, as you've put it, is about right here or maybe right here, depending on where you want to hit it. Sun Go Frog, it's your turn.
All right. So to get their attention towards me, let's go ahead and guiding bolt the one that's already injured.
Okay, that's a hit.
Oh, I should have rolled that at advantage, shouldn't I have?
Probably so.
It
But it's
doesn't
still a
matter.
hit. Not a big deal.
Level 1, and that's only. All right, so it rolled it normal there, but it didn't roll it normal the other time.
Weird.
All right, so 11 radiant damage to the top one.
Okay.
That was the one that's already injured, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So you look like you're really whittling it down. You did a bit more radiant damage to like the back of its neck just now, and you can tell like it's not sending nerve signals the way it's supposed to. Its limbs are super sluggish, and it's trying to drag itself forward still. It is a big guy though, so it's still moving. It's looks like it's just going forward by pure stubbornness. Madam Claptrap.
Are they still covered in grease and whatever?
Yes, they've been rolling around the grease for a little bit.
You have advantage because of my guiding bolt if you talk the top one.
It's true.
Mhm. Um, Game Master, if I leaned out over the ramparts and cast Burning Hands, um, could I hit both of them?
What's the range on Burning Hands? 15-foot cone? Not quite. Even if you were to lean down there, it's a 20-foot drop to where they are.
Ah, okay, okay.
Just hoping you don't get their attention when we do all this.
Get the attention of the top one. The bottom one's the only one that we haven't touched yet.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out what would help us.
Pull out your torch, light it, and throw it at them.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily want to direct their attention back up towards us.
Oh yeah, you got a point.
They are dumb zombie melted brained ogre things staring at prey. They may not turn around, but I don't know.
I'll have you roll dice for it.
I'm pretty sure they're pretty pissed off at me at this point, at least. Especially that top one.
I guess I'm gonna cast Chilling Touch on the top one.
Okay. All right, so that is most certainly a hit. For deux.
But yeah.
Okay, so I want you to roll a d20 and call highs or lows.
All right. Let's see. D20.
No, you gotta call it
Oh,
first, man.
I gotta call it first. Sorry. Let's go lows.
Oh, it's a high. So it turns around and it's giving you the stink eye right now. It looks like it's ready to come at you.
Is it tall enough? I don't know.
I don't know, but it's also dumb.
It's also what?
It's also a dumb zombie ogre. It was dumb to begin with. Now it's a zombie. All right, Hammer Striker.
Can I cast on the ogre that he was just casting on from where I'm at, or do I need to move?
Let me see here. You might need to go over to the railing first.
All right. Will that move me away from the ballista since
Also-
it's pointing over the railing?
I want to remind you guys that one of you needs to be ready on the ballista for your plan to work. So you have to tell me, like, I would like to ready an action for it, like if X happens. Okay, and that way you skip your action, but then you're ready for when something occurs in the battle. Like if you want to say I ready the ballista for whenever he gets here, and then I'll fire it. That's valid. Or I ready a spell for whenever he does this. You can do that.
Oh, well, if I would have known that, I would have done the other thing.
I'm sorry.
I will use my
Makes
action
sense.
to things ready the ballista for whenever the zombie moves into range to take a shot.
Okay,
Will that also count as a bonus action, or still can I use that?
that is a regular action. You're readying your regular action. You can use a bonus action this turn though.
Sorry, I was checking to see what spells I had that were bonus actions.
Just an aside, I did the math. So 20 feet out is about 28.28 feet of distance. If it's 20 foot down, so 20 foot out equals about 28.28 feet of spell casting range.
Nice, Brady.
Okay, I'm going to just ready up for the action, and then that'll be the end of my turn. Get the ballista ready for the attack with Sun, Doonan, and Alex can get the big one's attention to bring to him.
All right. Let me roll a d20 for Pico to see if he wakes up. He shouldn't. I hope he doesn't, because he's been humiliated. Nope, he doesn't wake up.
Oh,
Okay, Cody, it's your turn.
okay. So, yeah, he said something about readying actions, whatever. I guess when and if I guess I need to move. Whichever one of these two assholes gets close enough over to Pico when they get there, I'm totally gonna shoot them with my gauntlets and bounce around them. But I don't know if I just have to wait till they get there before that, or
Yeah, just say I'll ready my drunken weave for when they get here, and then yeah.
well, I'm actually gonna ready the trigger payload
Oh, okay, cool.
range. And then I am going to throw shit at them. Or a stick or something that I found on the ground. I
Okay.
don't know if I've got anything I can throw.
Dig up some wood from the fire.
Which one you throwing at?
I'm gonna pick up a wooden torch and throw it at the healthy one. Or actually, I'll just throw it at the one that's looking at Sam.
All right, call highs or lows, and then roll your d20.
I'm gonna call a low.
It's high.
It's high.
So you
So
throw your burning stick at the big boy, and it it's unlikely, but it bounces on him with the unlit end, and it just drops to the floor. And so he remains an oil covered zombie that is not on fire, and he doesn't give a shit about you.
but there's also a flaming stick on the ground.
Yeah, there's also a flaming stick on the ground. If he steps on it, that'll be great. Lark.
And then
So I'm gonna move since since Shredder's ready on the ballista, I'm gonna move right here next to it. I think that's right. Is that a free spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can even stand on the rail
it-
if you want.
Well, and that's fine. If I go from here 20 feet out and right there, can I get both of them?
With what?
Agonizer's Scorcher. And so it's a line of roaring flame 30 feet long and 5 foot wide, emanates from you in a direction you choose. Each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, both of these guys take 2 hexes. 1 hex here, 1 hex here, and then 1 hex here and 1 hex here. Can you get? I don't think you can get both of them, but you can probably get one. Oh, wait,
So wait, right there.
I think you're just going to get that one.
Which one's the most damaged?
This one up here.
Okay, I'm gonna
He's
go
the one
for
with parts
him
falling
then,
off of him right now.
so we can take him out. I'm just gonna go for him.
Okay,
Is
cast your
that
spell.
cool? All right.
Scorcher. Or are you going to call it Friendship Beam?
Did that work? That didn't really work.
Was it on your
maybe I
attack
don't-
list or was it on your spell list?
It's on my spell list.
Okay, so roll 3d8s, and I will roll my dexterity saving throw. Well, it's a shit saving throw. So you've got 5, 11, 19 damage, right?
And that is
All right,
fire damage, correct?
And then yes, and I
Yeah,
want
and
you to
it's fire.
roll. I want you to roll 2 extra d6s for the fire damage he's about to take.
Okay.
2.
Okay, so
1.
6, 14, 20, 25. Okay, so how would you go about what you're doing there?
Hey, or let's see. Hey, big boys! And I shoot this like super line of flame down at like right next to the one and right at the other one, and hoping that some wildfire like attacks these guys or something.
Okay, the zombie is incapable of showing emotion, but he looks up at you as you call out to him, and the fire just streaks out and catches the oil on his body as you impact him in the chest, and it goes whoosh, and most of his flesh is now gone. He could be called a skeleton, but he's still kind of mobile. He's at death's door. I mean,
Cool.
undeath's door.
You did 25 damage. Damn.
This is a super sweet, not forceful at all hope that my wild magic does something eventually.
I was about to say, could you roll your wild magic right now?
Yay! So roll a d100.
Well, let me roll your wild magic right now, and we'll see if it's gonna make you do anything. I roll the first one. Nope, no wild magic today. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Okay.
Or no wild magic for this one?
Not for this particular spellcast.
Okay.
Okay, Alex.
I want to go in there and slash my sword, but I know if I do, the other one will have target of opportunity on me, and I'll get screwed. I guess I'm just gonna move next to Pico onto the side right here and shoot for that zombie up top.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Be careful because the ballista is like readied.
Yeah, like right down the center though, right?
Yeah, but if you miss and hit you,
If he gets a critical
Oh,
failure,
that's a thing?
it's going to be a thing, but we'll see.
Oh wow, I didn't
It's too late
think
now,
about that.
Mr. Hellstorm.
Yeah, it's too late. Yeah, I don't care. Motherland.
Motherland! Sweet zombie ogre, you might say.
No advantage or nothing like that. But yeah, he's on fire, right?
You do have an advantage because
To do it on the roll of the arrow.
still the same turn with the radiant damage. So go ahead, advantage roll. Yep, that is a hit. Roll for damage. All right.
also keep in mind,
Go ahead.
There's no way to res anybody around here, so keep that in mind, guys.
All right, Alex, that's a kill shot. How would you go about that?
I suck at role playing. So you do it for me.
Okay, so you draw back your bow, you take a bead on his eye, and you release it, and it lands right in his eye socket and up into his brain, and he falls over next to his friend. All right, it's zombie turn. Okay, so he's moving here, and you get to take your reaction shot now, Treader. You get advantage on that, by the way. I want you to roll 2 d20s.
1 second.
Okay, 18 and 17, those are both hits. That's fine. Now, for the damage, I want you to roll 3 d20s for the damage for the ballista bolt.
Including the
This
plus
one.
one to it.
What's that?
So including our +1 ballista we have now.
Yes, like 3 d20s, then we'll add your bonus after that.
Come on, something good.
12. 12.
No, no.
Okay, now what's your bonus for your spell damage?
+1.
No,
Because
spell attack bonus is 4. Or are you talking about for the spell?
What was it?
The magic weapon.
Damage bonus.
Makes it a +1 weapon.
1 to attack, +1 to damage.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's 13 damage. All right, so the zombie steps into your line of sight, and you trigger the ballista that you've been planning to release for the whole time. The ballista bolt like penetrates through the meat of like the side, like under his rib cage, and goes directly through him and lands right here.
Oh, it doesn't get the Pico? Dang.
Not quite, but he's about to get to Pico. And it's time for some bloodshed.
So wait a minute. Do I have target opportunity since he's in my circle?
No, not only when he leaves your circle.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Hey, Cody, what's the full load shot of yours?
he's got to
What's
do
the
his load. You got to do your load.
Oh God, Alex.
Trigger my load.
Oh no, Alex.
MG load?
About to get loaded on. Triggers the firing mechanism on both of your gauntlets, doing 1d6 piercing damage if the shot hits. And wasn't there some other mechanic you said about rolling something last
That
time?
was for Drunken Weave. That's when you're using both gauntlets at a 1x1.
So since the zombie's in his area, doesn't that happen? Because he already had it already.
Give me just a second. I'm looking at your character sheet right now. Okay, Drunken Weave is. Oh, you were going to do trigger payload, right? That's 2d6 plus 2.
Okay, so I need to roll 2d6 die, or what do I need to do?
Yeah,
here?
just click trigger payload and it will roll for you.
And he's not on fire or anything. He's just there, so I'd be a normal roll.
That's right. Well, yeah, there's no advantage or anything. Okay, so you rolled like a 1 and a 2 and a 2. That's lame.
That is the lamest.
Okay, so wait, no, you rolled a 4 for the attack rolls, so you didn't hit either Alex or the ogre zombie. Oh, actually, let's make the 4 for that for Alex. Roll for the ogre zombie as well, and roll for Pico.
Okay.
So click 2 more times. The next one's for the ogre zombie. So you hit him. Click the damage on that one. 12. All right, now roll for Pico.
You did.
Yeah, I did a 4 for Pico, so I guess I
So
missed Pico.
You did
and
miss Pico.
Alex.
Okay, so you hit only the zombie somehow. All right, so you put both your gauntlets in front of you and trigger them both, and a hail, like a huge cloud of buckshot, makes like an Alex shaped hole and heads on toward the target and punctures him. And you've done a bit of damage. You can tell there's a lot of buckshot inside him right now. And now it's Eki's turn.
Alright. So the ogre didn't eat nobody.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, I have to do for him. Sorry. I almost didn't go for him. Thank you for reminding me. So he is going to fist slam on Pico. All right,
Oh,
that's a hit. Let's do the damage. Oh no, Pico. Poor Pico. All right, let me select Pico.
can't even.
Okay, so the zombie, like as he's doing his thing, he can't quite figure out how to use his manacled hands, so he just takes them both and smashes Pico as he's down there on the floor, and Pico is now like a puddle of green goo and little bone bits. And now it's your turn. Goodbye, Pico. I had such plans for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to move here, and I'm going to use my last spell slot. Right. Yep, last spell slot.
Poor little Pico.
Okay, that's a 7.
Yep, 7 to hit.
Yeah, that's not going to hit. Sorry, buddy. So the zombie ogre kind of like bends down to pick up Pico as you cast your guiding bolt, and it goes right over his head and off into the distance like a mist flare. You got anything else?
I can't do anything on my bonus action.
All right, Madame Claptrap.
Ping pong him.
What? Ping pong him?
Aggro ping pong. You ever do something like that?
Item.
Oh. Okay. I'm not sure that'll make a difference.
You light him on fire.
Yeah, hold on. So was Breon saying that our height adds distance to our spells?
Yeah.
That's a
It's 20 feet down, and so how long? I can do the math real quick. How far?
33.
33.
Well, like, yeah, he's roughly 33 units away from us.
Okay, hold on.
So, like, if I have a 30-foot spell, it'll reach him, right?
Yes.
No, wait.
Well, not from there.
You would hold on.
Oh, I would
be-
need more range? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
45 range.
It's a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
You're looking for that hypotenuse.
Hi, poopy news.
Well, the ballista didn't break. Why don't you load another bolt?
Well, that's not me. I'm not the strengthy one.
Oh yeah.
It worked so well last time. I can't believe you rolled like 3 low d20s.
Okay, you're gonna need 38 and a half feet or 39 feet. So you would get 39 feet of spell casting range.
Or missile range.
Yeah.
Right.
So you need that 39 feet to reach him.
I guess we'll go back to the old tried and true. I look down there and I go, "Ooh, he's a little bit close to you boys. Let's see if we can help." And I do the old Eldritch Blasty Blast.
Ooh, yeah, that's a hit. Roll your damage. And is that one of your invocations?
5 plus 4.
All right, it's a 9 damage. All right, so that green light, that familiar green light, comes out of your hand and impacts him right in the spinal cord, and you can tell that that really takes the wind out of him a little bit, but he's not quite hunching over yet. Mr. Hammer Striker.
Is
Does he get distracted by my hit and like
Oh,
turn to look at me?
I'm sorry. I should roll that d20. You're right. And oh shit, I didn't get you to call anything. It's a crit. So what do you want him to do?
Huh?
What do you want him to do? Do you want him to get distracted?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Eki proposed the
Ping pong.
distraction. Yes, the ping pong distraction.
Okay. He's distracted. You rolled a 20. I'll take it. All right, Hammer Striker.
is the ballista broken? I didn't catch that.
No, it's fine.
Ammo left.
You've got one more bolt.
Do I need to spend a whole action writing it again?
No, you can go ahead and take an action and fire it now.
Okay, I would reload and then fire again at the ogre zombie.
Okay. Roll that
Don't miss.
d20.
Rolling what again?
Just a d20.
Oh my! Wouldn't it be a shame if you hit there, Alex?
All right. 3 d20s for damage. 14.
+1.
Ah, yes, 15. My bad. Okay, so another ballista bolt penetrates the guy. It looks like it breaks a few bones as it goes into him, like through his rib cage and out the back. But he's not exactly using his heart anymore. It goes out the back and like sort of into the bonfire. You can tell that he's a little worse for wear now. Like his movements are more sluggish. He's bloodied.
Just stagger him at all? Move him back at all?
Let's see. You did hit bone. So let's say you staggered him back 5 feet.
Is that enough to get him in the fire?
Not quite, no.
Does that trigger attack of opportunity for Alex or me?
No, he's in your zone. He's not moving out of your zone.
But I have his attention fully, yes?
You still have his attention.
That's what I wanted to check. I think there's a bonus action I need to take. I just need to make sure I get it right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word. Or no, I can't. Never mind. I'm out of spells. I'm done.
Okay, Mr. Iron Wang.
Iron Wang. Okay. I am going to move into Wang range, which is like 5 feet. So
Yeah, right there is fine.
I am going to do the drunken weave thing.
So you roll a d6 first to see how many times you roll, like how many attacks you can do.
So
One.
one.
Okay. Hooray!
Yay.
Roll wrong.
The shaft.
So now you can click on your drunken weave to see how much what you're
Mhm.
doing. What a
Is it-
fortuitous event.
Oh. Oh.
So 6 damage.
Die, apparently.
Okay. So you
Is that hit or damage?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, wait.
I think that
That's
was
the hit. Damn. That is not a
I
hit.
didn't need-
You swing and a miss.
Okay.
So
I'm
you
going to use a key and do 2 attacks of opportunity
okay.
on this asshole, since apparently I can't do that. Now I need to trigger these 2 and fuck up twice more. Let me see.
Paunch him.
Ooh,
That's a hit.
nice.
That's also a hit.
For shit damage, but yeah, 1 was 5, 1 was 4.
Okay. So you trigger your shotgun blast at him, but it goes like between his legs, like you have no idea how it happened, but it happened, and then you're like, fuck it. And you do like a combo strike on his on the back of his knee, and it sort of like crumples something in there to where he can't move very well anymore. Lark?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get this guy on fire. I'm going to cast Firebolt, and
What's the range on that?
120 feet.
Ah, you're good.
I need 48. So, yeah, Firebolt.
Come on, hit.
Oh, it's a
Ooh,
crit.
Whoa!
crit.
All right, let's get out that card. Boop.
Come on, damage.
Maximum damage and roll the damage dice again.
Woot! Okay.
So click your damage
So-
twice. Oh yeah. So
He's dead.
7 plus 15. All right, it's 22.
But
Didn't
what's
you say
the maximum damage?
So minus 22. Now roll 2d6s for the fire damage that you lit the oil on fire.
Okay.
Minus 7.
Good.
All right, that killed him. So I
Okay.
want you go ahead and RP this however you want to do it.
I say, I like turn around and I moon him, and then I turn back and I just like shoot these enormous fireballs at him, and he hits him right in the chest, and he just like, blah, just dies.
Yeah,
I wear
there's
my-
there's
you
cooked
also-
rotting meat everywhere. All right.
Yay!
Hey.
Congratulations, you guys. You no longer are bound by the turn order.
So, anybody want to find out where this little lady's village is? Or these rooftop livers?
I don't think they're rooftop livers. I think Roofer is their name.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
rooftop livers.
I'm gonna
Ding,
go
ding,
over to
ding.
her and talk to her. Be like, so hey, you said roofer earlier. I'm guessing that doesn't mean you fix roofs around this crazy place right now. Can you give us a little bit more details here?
She
What are
walks
we looking at?
All right, she walks over to the edge and like looks down at like all the gibs and the gross like burnt parts of the zombie ogres like out on the battlements, and she nods her head and said, "Yeah, roofers are my family. We're a bunch of like-minded people scratching out our existence together, post-apocalypse and all.
Are they nice?
Depends on who you are.
Wanna
I
make
fell in with
this
them like at the beginning of this whole thing. Like I said, we're a tight-knit group. Not sure if all you guys could hang with us, but I don't know.
Well, we
Maybe
did just pull your ass out of a big group of evil things.
that's why I'm talking to you in the first place. Listen, you got any food? I haven't eaten in days.
I have some rations, pretty sure.
I do have some food for her.
I got dwarven duck sausage for you.
Oh my gosh.
So, I want to make a perception check to
Is
see
that
if
a
there's any
metaphor?
loot.
Oh, you can roll for loot now if you want. There's a table that I got for you guys. It should say, I think it's the goblin encounter. Let me see. Yeah, goblin encounter at the bottom. But anyway, she says the reason I'm talking to you is because you saved my life. Normally, I wouldn't talk to anybody outside the family.
Where is this damn thing?
Same place it was last time, like in the collections.
By the wheel.
Yeah.
Damn.
What-
You're
Everyone
doing
else-
giant loincloths.
Well, did you ever get pants after you burned yours off?
I think I used mending or
You
something
did. You
like
cast
that.
mending.
Yeah. Well, we have giant loincloths.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you this giant loincloth that I just got, just in case you need to make more pants.
I'm guessing Eki might be interested.
He's a
Loungewear.
half giant. It's not in his size. It's more like a poncho.
Like a kilt.
I was gonna say,
cloak.
use it as a parachute.
Giant loincloth.
There you go. Use it as a parachute. All right, I'll save it.
I wonder how many giants have touched this loincloth. How many giant loins we're dealing with here?
Well,
So
you can
can
tell
we?
they have a smell to them. You're not quite sure how to describe it, but it assaults your nose.
In that case, no. I'm gonna just put it on the ground, and anybody who wants it can take it.
Not rolled for loot.
I don't know where it's at. I'm still looking.
Okay, it's under
3 lines.
collections. There's like 3 lines next to the wheel on the top right of your screen, and down at the bottom of the list, there's Goblin Encounter at the bottom there.
Oh, okay.
The screen that's got your map on it, not your character screen.
Scimitar!
Both Bree and
Finally,
Uh,
you guys aren't getting the rare drops.
Like both of the tiny girls got the
Two dick
giant
cloths
loincloth.
and a health potion, a jar of some kind of taint oil, and 2 scimitars.
Any money?
I don't even know what that is.
It's a Kirby sword.
Listen,
It's an Aladdin sword.
there was money to find, but you guys didn't find it because the rolls.
Zeros or 4?
Like,
Perception.
I am
We could
having you
find them.
roll so that the universe lines up with what we're doing here. All right. If you rolled for gold, you would have gotten gold. Anyway,
I'm
so
excited
Leah
for after this rest.
Leah
to,
takes some of your rations, and she looks like she's a little bit better. Like, oh, thank the gods, those things did not feed me while I was in their camp. No bathroom breaks either.
Ooh.
There's a wall. Go.
We'll turn our heads.
No, I'm not saying I didn't go. I'm saying they didn't let me go.
So, where's
Anybody
this
have any
camp?
cleaning spells?
Camp?
Well, you said that your roof have some place that y'all stick around. There's got to be some place that's safe from these hordes of zombies. Where might that be?
Yeah, the roofers are all about staying safe from the zombies. We'd rather not have any conflict if we have to. But like I said, we are a tight knit group. There's no way I'm telling you where the roofers are. But if you want to know anything else about the city, I'm here. You did just save my life after all.
Well, could we set up a meeting with your family?
As much as I'm grateful to you guys, I'm not in charge. And also, they're not the kind of people that really want to meet new folks. And you look new, like really new. Did you come from the outside world by choice?
Can we
Perhaps.
tie her and dangle her over the side to
Yeah, just
intimidate her?
throw her over.
Keep her on a rope, but slowly lower her down until she starts telling us what we
Now,
want to know.
if you guys want to take a course of action, tell me and I will tell you what to roll. Okay?
Oh, I just did.
Persuading.
I'd rather not, guys. Like we have fought with every single NPC. We need information here. Like we are flying blind, dudes.
I
No, I
do the
wouldn't do it.
persuasion thingy on her and ask her about any information that she has on what's the princess's name?
Brenna Toller.
Ask her anything she knows about seeing a princess or Brenna Toller or anything that would further us to figure out in which direction we need to go.
And if your answer is your princess is in another castle, I might have to do something.
Well, seeing as how we're on a wall instead of a castle, that's not really a big problem. But I haven't heard of this Brenna you're talking about, but I don't really get into names and I don't really talk to other groups in the city. There are a few of them, though. You want to know about them?
Yeah.
All right, we've got quite a few people here. We got the keepers in the rest. Maybe some magic people in the tower. I have no idea what they call themselves. They keep to themselves, and I don't want to go over there. Maybe Dauntless. What is this lady like that you're looking for?
Why don't you want to go to the tower? What's so terrible about the tower?
Whenever you go over to the tower, there's a lot of weird stuff that happens there. I've never been much of a magic person, but there's a lot of spectral activity, if you know what I mean. A lot of unnatural things.
Please elaborate. How did you get to the city?
I'm a local. I've been in the city for a long time. As a matter of fact, I was here whenever the zombies, the undead, started walking around and biting people.
Could you give us any tips on traveling?
Other than staying on the roofs like a roofer? No, that's all I know how to do.
Did you just kill her?
Oh no, I'll shoot at the zombie over here. I'm sorry. I keep going.
It's dead.
Uh,
Just taking pot shots, are you?
Yeah.
Listen, if you guys want to know something, maybe you could throw some information my way too. Where'd you get that fancy kit? You're not the only people I've seen wandering around with a fancy kit lately.
Oh.
I'll tell you what,
Have one of the ladies explain it to her. They're better than us.
I was going to say, have a persuasion check, or can we intimidate her to give us more information on the other people without giving our own information?
Stop waving your dick out. Let's talk to her. Like, okay, fancy kit. By what's particularly catching your eye?
Well, I don't know what some of your gear does. Like that guy over there, what is with the gloves? That guy over there, he's got a little cannon on his hip. And that
You know
one's
what?
running around with like metal on his back. What's that all about?
That's just how we roll. I mean, yeah, that's how we roll. I mean, that's our weapon. So, that's just what makes us us.
I saw that guy's Guga and I was pretty impressed with that. It's a nice little thing to keep things away. Listen,
We didn't get it on the island, if that's what you're asking.
how about this? I can't tell you about the roofers. They're my family and I really don't want to endanger them, but I can tell you about the other groups in the city.
What about the keepers? What can you tell us about them? They're the ones at the Grove, right?
Yeah, the keepers, they say they're trying to keep the fires going or something like that. Like civilization or whatever. They say they want to keep the fire of civilization alive, whatever the fuck that means. Naive people, but they'll help you out if you need it. One time I sprained an ankle while I was jumping over a particular bit of tile roof and it collapsed in on me. They took me in and fed me and kept me there until I was healed. Pretty nice folks, but they're starving for it.
How many people are these groups we're talking about?
I don't think they would tell me, but the keepers are pretty open about what they do. They've got to have hundreds of people there where they live. And because of that, because they're not choosy about who they take in and who they protect, they're short on supplies. They're always starving. They're always trying to ask people about what they can do to trade for food and goods and such.
Are there any particular groups with defenses that we should be worried about?
All of them. I mean, we live in a
Well,
zombie infested city. We all have defenses. We all have fighters.
okay, so what have you learned about these groups and how to avoid those traps? Like the
All right.
ones that you're willing to share the information.
All right. 3 places you do not go in the city. All right. Listen closely since you guys are new. The Grove is a no go zone. I had people try, never saw them again. I don't know what's there and I don't want to know. That's the big dead tree over there in the center of the city if you haven't gleaned that already.
Funny, because that's where we wanted to go first.
Secondly, the Wizard's Tower is just weird. I haven't heard of anybody dying over there, but as soon as you go over that way, there's a big light show, there's ghosts wandering around, and you get turned around really easily. Pretty sure they're using some kind of confusion spell. I've never been a whole sparkly hand person myself, but things look pretty bad over there, and it looks like the Wizards want to keep to themselves. There's a whole college that way, and I'm pretty sure they can keep anybody out they want to.
What was the third place?
Third place is the prison, Claptra. That's where the jackals live. The jackals are psychopaths. If they find you, they'll take you and never give you back. I've heard stories about the people they take. Just keep out of their way, all right? You guys seem pretty all right.
So what
Can't
can
you
you
tell
tell
us-
me about the rest?
The rest is a place where a lot of brothels, a lot of bars, a lot of taverns. They used to cater to the sailors that would come in from deep seaport. They would all go there to have fun and carouse and spend their money. A lot of whorehouses. But right now
Still functioning?
right now the keepers have set up there, mostly out of opportunity, I think. Ever since the Grove started, ever since the Grove kicked us all out, we've all kind of gone our separate ways. I have no idea how they are now.
Are there any merchants that are still around?
Maybe it's mostly just people trying to keep to themselves and keep food and water on the table for their people. The
Can you tell us
keepers.
about the forge?
What's that now?
What can she tell us about the forge and Bone Fortress?
The Forge, I've never been there. Never really needed anything. Like I said, I'm not a big fighter. I'd rather avoid all the conflict. The goblins here, they caught me in a trap. I wasn't paying attention one day, and apparently trouble found me, even if I didn't want to find trouble.
You said the Grove kicked us all out. What do you mean by that?
Back when this whole thing started, we all had leaders, faction leaders. We had the Keepers, the Dauntless, the Jackals, the Wizard Tower, the everybody. Everybody used to meet in the Grove. And then one day the Druids kicked us all out, even most of the Druids, and we never were able to go back. After that,
Hmm.
after that, negotiations between all the factions just kind of dissolved. We don't really cooperate anymore.
What can you tell us about the Dauntless?
Hmm.
The Dauntless are crazy. They're a cult, at least close to a cult. They love to make noise and get into scraps. They're all about dying gloriously. Stupid shits.
Where did they
So-
reside?
Well, I've never actually been to their home, seeing as how I'm a roofer instead of one of them. But if I had to guess, they're somewhere in Riverside, the rich part of town.
What can you tell me about the pits?
The pits? I don't know. Why do you want to know about the pits? They're just holes in the ground.
So, on the day that the outbreak happened, what was actually going on? What do you know? Anything that kind of triggered it, or
I just know that that people started not dying and biting other people that were living. I don't know exactly how it happened, but I was here for it.
Was there a party or a festival?
Nothing like that. I know that, I mean, there's rumors zombies would come from the Bone Fortress and go throughout the city, but things happen really fast. I mean, if you think about it, somebody gets bit, they run away for a while, turn somewhere else, bite their neighbor, then that person runs away, turns somebody else, and just spread. A lot of confusion.
have you noticed
So-
anything causes the change or increases the speed at which someone changes?
Well, I know for a fact you don't have to get bit. And I'm pretty sure that if you kill the zombie that bit you, if you kill the undead that bit you, you have a good chance of not turning.
So hypothetically, if you were looking for one single individual, where would you start?
What individual?
If you're looking for a
special
royal,
one.
A royal. I mean,
a-
pompous shits that like to rule over everybody else?
Riverside.
Sure.
Oh gosh. Could be anywhere. What's she like?
I didn't say she. We didn't say she.
You asked about her earlier.
I said an individual.
No.
No.
You asked me about Brenda Toller, and I told you I didn't know about
Oh
her.
yeah. Dang. Okay.
are there any noble houses left ruling, or is it just the factions now?
The nobles usually lived in Riverside or over at the Bone Fortress in the government buildings. But as far as I can tell, all of them are dead. But if you're looking for somebody that's a leader, a noble, or somebody that thinks they want to grab power, you can look at the faction leaders.
We're looking for a goody two little shit that think they could do the world better by taking care of people. Have you heard of anyone doing that?
Yeah, she sounds like a keeper to me. Keepers, like I said, they're charitable folks. They'll never leave you out in the cold. But because of that, they're always short on supplies and they always have to ask other people for help.
And they're in the rest right now.
Can you show us a safe route to get to the rest so we can kind of check this out? Or do you have a more detailed map of the area by chance that we could trade for?
Well, I thought I had safe routes everywhere, and then I got captured by fucking goblins. But if I had to tell you, go over the roofs. Don't mess with the zombies. That's just a recipe for disaster.
Are there any roofs close enough to the wall for us to access them?
The who?
Are there any roofs close enough to the wall for us to get to them?
No, you're probably going to have to go on ground side until you get to a neighborhood. Right now, you're butted up right against the grove and the graveyard and such. That's got a fence, but there's no roofs right next to it. You're gonna have to travel a little bit if you want to find a good roof to get a good route going.
Would you
Can
be
we start
willing to
traveling
take
up?
us?
No, absolutely not. As soon as I get out of here, I'm going back to my family. They've got food and they'll shelter me.
If she's not much use after this, maybe we should punt her off into the zombies.
Wow.
Said the lawful good cleric.
Getting frustrated with the woman who won't answer questions.
I'm
How
only new.
far could you take us?
Let me think here. Could take you as far as Market Street, but from
That'd be
there,
great.
I'm up on the roofs and I'm gone. You guys don't look like you travel light. I'm not sure if you can jump on the roofs like I do.
That's fine. Take us where you can. I mean,
I was just gonna
What
do
about
the
the
walls.
other direction?
Around the grove toward the rest, I'd rather not go that way. I don't know that place quite as well.
What if we followed the wall toward the waterworks?
I'm not sure.
Is it broken in any place where we could have to come down?
Well, the wall only goes so far as the cliffs on the west side of the island, but I guess you could follow it that far. I haven't been that way.
I was looking at your map. I thought all the way to the waterworks.
Nope.
So we either go to Market Street and try to wind our way either to the forge or to the rest, or do we follow the walls and take our chances that way?
We could stop in Riverside, being the Ritchie area, and see if there's anybody there. Or we could go up towards the rest because they said that that's where the charitable people would be. Or we could.
Nope. Go ahead.
The princess is supposed to be a do-gooder, so it sounds like the rest might be the way we need to be.
Yeah, but
least-
that seems a little too easy.
I think we should go to the forge, see what weapons we can forge.
Yeah, if we go to Market Street and then go up to Riverside in the Forge, that might be a good start.
We need to
And then
find
we can
somewhere that
get to the rest.
set up a base of operations. Do you know of any place that's somewhat safe and abandoned that we could set up our own faction by chance?
That's not picked clean or infested with the undead or scavenged by somebody else.
Is it safe from the undead?
Well, I know of a goblin hideout that just became free.
That worked.
Funny, woman. Funny.
It's not joking. We could use the tower as a base for now to get our long rest.
Yeah.
Take
Yeah.
a rest, see where we can go from there. Before we do that,
And these doors
let's
will
scout
close.
out the wall a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
We need to scout the wall down at least and make sure that there's nothing else that's waiting for us.
All right.
So we need to decide if
Okay,
that's
I'm
all
good.
we want from the woman.
Leah pipes up and says, "Listen, if you guys are going somewhere, I don't want to seem ungrateful, but I really want to get back to my family. They are probably worrying about me, and it's not that I think you're bad people. It's just that I can't trust outsiders. I'd rather not get all the people I know killed. You guys look like rough customers. I saw you roast half a dozen goblins in one go.
If you were in our position, what would we ask you? Or what should we ask you? What would you ask us?
I guess it depends on what your position is. Why are you here?
Well, obviously we're looking for someone.
Brynna Toller.
Mm-hmm.
You said that you had seen others with, what did you term it as, shiny equipment or secret equipment? Tell us about them.
Yeah, I saw some people wandering around with nice kit. Didn't exactly have a chat with them like I am with you, since they didn't save my life and all. They look like, I don't know, rough. They're not like you. I don't want to really talk to them.
Where did you see them?
I saw them over by Claptra. I was making a run over by the forge, trying to get some scrap metal. and I saw a party of 5 wandering around. They were different. They had this fresh look about them, like they're not from here.
Are there any identifying marks you could make out on them?
No, I didn't get very close. I just know that they have a tier of gear that's a cut above what we've got. We've been scratching and scrounging for everything we have. These guys, they look like they had custom everything.
Can you tell us the leaders of the rest and everybody else so that we know who to talk to?
Sorry, I don't know the leaders of everyone. I just know what every faction is all about. I know that the leader of the Dauntless is an orc. I also know that the leader of the Keepers is a woman. And the Grove is no more, but they used to have an archdruid that was an elf.
So what's in the grove now?
The Grove, like I said, it's a dangerous place. I've had people go in there and try to talk to them ever since the negotiations broke down between everybody, but nobody's ever really come back.
Can I do a quick Arcana check? See if she is, she has any spells going or anything.
They can cast Detect Magic.
You can. You can either cast Detect Magic or you can do Arcana check.
I'll do Arcana and Bubba can Detect Magic. Well,
Nice.
never mind.
I'm trying to. I don't have that in the attacks. Is there any other way to cast that?
Let me see here. You can go ahead and cast it behind her back if you want, like stand behind somebody if you want to try to
Well,
hide
I
it.
still have that. I have that question for her. You're up on top of the roof, I guess, right now, but I still have that question for her. If you were in our position, what would you ask us?
I'm not really sure. I've told you a lot of things that I know. I mean, if you want to know where to get food, go to the keepers, although they might need your help a little bit. Also, like I said, stay away from the Grove, the Wizard Tower, and try not to get yourself killed in the first couple weeks, and maybe you'll survive out here. Listen, are you the first party of? I mean, is help coming from the outside?
We're a scouting regiment. We're coming in to see how everything is and assess the situation and what's going on.
Roll deception. All right.
Cool.
She believes you. She says my family will be really really glad to hear that. We were giving up on things.
Tell your family to come talk to us. At least send out your, I guess, father figure. Maybe we can find out an arrangement between us.
All right. Roll a persuasion. This is a specific request. Okay, it's not bad. All right. Her eyes kind of soften. She looks like she wants to trust you. Like you telling her that you're the beginning of maybe a rescue mission really brightened her hopes a bit, although she's a little afraid of what this might entail. She says, "Listen, if you're ever in Riverside, make a little bit of noise and we'll find you."
Did casting Detect Magic detect anything?
Not on her, but you get like a big sense of the magic darkness around you, like it's kind of blocking everything out. It The dark permeates the reality of the place. Like there's a presence of something inside the magic that gives your consciousness like an invitation almost. It's subtle, but it's there, inviting you to let it in. Like the psychic equivalent of a polite knock on your psyche's bedroom window, even though your psyche's bedroom window is on the second floor of its metaphorical house.
If I were to cast protection from evil and good, would that keep it out?
Guess you could find out.
So,
Detect
last
darkness.
thing that we can do to help you out to get down and get going.
You got a rope I can use to get down safely? I'd rather not turn an ankle and become zombie chow.
Isn't there still one right over yonder? or did we pull that up?
I still have that one with. I believe I still have that one with the light on the end.
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay in the city. I know there's more goblins out there on the docks.
Hmm.
Do we tell her that we took care of that?
Ask her what she knows about the gate.
What can you tell me about the gate?
Well, it was kind of the scene of a mass exodus of the city. Hope somebody at least made it out. But there was an outbreak in the middle of it. Lots of undead, lots of dead people, lots of fighting. You can probably see it if you go out the east side of this guard tower.
Oh, okay.
If we move that direction, is it?
I can move you to that map if you want.
Do we want to go look at that gate, guys?
Yeah, we
I'm
might
a
as
little-
well.
Yeah.
You ever had dwarven duck sausage?
Roll a persuasion.
Come on, Cody. Make it good.
She says,
Slap.
"No, I don't think it's enough for me."
No.
Enough for me. Fuck off,
Booyah.
tower.
All right,
Did you finish off that?
here you go. Mudgate. This is the other side of the tower.
Is this a trebuchet?
It is indeed.
And is that like open? Like we're above everything?
You're above. You're on a part of where the wall ends and the gate begins.
You have to cross this area to get to Market Street.
Yes.
So this is the route she would want us to take if we were to follow her down.
Yeah. She says, "Listen, I know it looks like a lot of zombies, but they're slow and they're stupid. If you're quick and you're quiet, you could probably get through them with me. Some of you guys with the plate and the chain and the crazy heavy weapons, you might have to get dirty."
I'm
I think we should rest before we leave.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can
so.
let Leah go if she wants to go, but I want to check the west side of the battlements.
I can let her down with my rope.
All right, 1 second. West
Oh,
side
y'all
of the
said
battlements.
Don't be all jumping the gun there.
Don't let her
Oh,
down.
okay.
She's gonna leave us.
Tell her to rest with us. So
Yeah.
She wanted
said
to
she
leave.
wanted to leave, but I got fucking rope. Her timetable
Cody.
changed from the last time she got fucking kidnapped.
Okay, so
Okay, look.
the west
She's
side
not
of the
gonna wanna-
battlements. This is it. The wall looks like it's collapsed over on the west side there. There's that same street that goes next to the grove. It goes from east to west or west to east, and the blockage for like that you guys just saw that made the zombie pen is over this way. The grove, you can see it's grass over here across a fence. This stairway is broken. It looks like somebody with a hammer came and collapsed these stairs on purpose so that the zombies couldn't come up.
Does she look like she could use any heals? Maybe be more sympathetic if we were to make her feel a little better.
She looks like she's hungry but completely untouched otherwise. You guys did a good job protecting her during that fight since you took out all the goblins.
Thank you,
Waiting for this for a week.
Sungo Frog.
Eki had a plan this whole time.
All right, so,
He's like, ah ha ha, fire.
Take a
could
rest.
you climb down these rests there?
You could probably climb down the rubble pile to get into the alleyway there. And you could probably head west or go into the grove.
Thinking we should head toward Market Street and Riverside. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I'd like to see if we could persuade her to stick with us for a long rest in the tower.
Yeah, that's my thought.
Okay. She says, "Yeah, I wouldn't mind some sleep. You'd be surprised how hard it is to sleep while you're tied up and hungry." So you guys want to rest in the tower?
Yeah.
Can those doors close?
Yes, you can close the doors.
Do we need to take shifts on somebody watching the top. How long of a rest are we taking?
I will totally stand watch because I don't have to rest for any of my shit to come back.
Up to you guys.
Well, I think everybody can rest, right?
Could we, like say we're barricading the doors? Would that be enough to keep things out?
Yes, you can barricade the doors. I mean, the east door, not sure if it's necessary, but the west door, maybe.
So we take the boxes and barricade the west door, so we're at least somewhat safe.
Okay, I'll mark it up.
I take watch with done. I don't need the rest.
And Lark is just really intrigued watching the zombie down there putz around.
Okay. All right, so everybody settle in. Now, as you get your spells back, remember you've got those spell beads. How do you want to charge those spell beads?
Ah, yes.
Who has
Balls.
I'm gonna bop over to Shredder and ask if he can charge mine with a healing spell.
First level or second level only?
So I'm asking, is it first level or second? That's first, right?
Who has the beads?
You do, and so does Lark.
It's not in my item box or my backpack.
It should be. Mine is.
Missing a jar of oil from this goat.
Mine is not. I got a Morning Star.
Oh yeah.
Sleeping potion.
Maybe,
Got 2 Morning Stars. What the heck?
yeah, you got one. Who got? I got one, and then was it Sam?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have it either.
I have one. But I will take that jar of wool if you don't want it done in.
I don't know where the hell it is, but yeah, you can have it.
To add these things to our backpack.
Where's our inventory?
It should be down below your attacks and stuff.
Who else got the spell bead, John?
Thought I got it, but I got 2 Morning Stars instead. I didn't know we had 2 Morning Stars.
No, you don't have any Morning Stars. Let me check.
One of the Morning Stars is from the boat.
I'm checking everybody's inventory right meow.
I gave her one of my rations. I should probably make a
We're,
note of it down.
we're talking about spell beads, and we know you have one. You were looking for a healing spell, level 1.
I guess.
I'm pretty sure Sam got one of the spell beads. Did you not put it in your inventory, Sam?
Oh, I got the potion of healing.
Oh, who the fuck got the spell bead?
There was 2 of them.
Hold on, I've got the YouTube video up right here. Hang on.
I mean, if I can get a level 2 healing,
No, it's level 1s
spell.
and below.
Okay, then a level 1 healing spell.
Okay, Bree, I have 2. One is a castable and one is a touch spell. Which would you prefer?
Whichever one will heal me.
Well, so the touch one, which means you'd have to touch yourself, was a 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Okay. How do I find my spellcasting modifier?
Switch your spell tab and it'd be your spell attack bonus on the top right.
Okay,
Oh,
Alex,
it's a 6.
you got the spell bead last time. Let me just change your thing here.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that one works. Whatever the hand one.
There you go.
There you go.
Alex, you
So-
got a spell bead.
So I can't use a spell bead because I don't have spells.
Well,
Because you're supposed to use your spell modifier? I don't got any spells.
well, anybody can use a spell bead, but it's using your stats to cast it. So, like,
David,
let's say Bree gives you a sorcerer spell in a spell bead. You'll use your charisma modifier or your charisma score to cast that spell.
I'm always doing stuff stupid, so I need totally another health thing on mine.
You can always hand it to somebody else if you're not comfortable with it.
So
And
how
David,
do you?
it doesn't have to be a heal. I can also give you a shield, like the shield of faith I have.
Or it could be guided bolt, sacred flame.
Okay, Shield of Faith, what does that do?
It gives me plus. I give you +2 to your armor class. So if your AC is 10, it makes you 12.
Okay.
Or
That sounds great. Let me get that.
and it gives
Alright,
you up to 10. So it's full battle at least.
We can always work this out in between sessions. It's getting kind of late. Everybody roll a who's staying up?
I am.
Sure.
Cody.
Okay, both of you guys roll a perception check.
Sorry.
Take second watch, I guess, after my rest.
Yeah, I would actually like to put my back to the east door, keeping it closed so that nobody can leave while we're sleeping.
Okay. Leah slips out in the night. She rolled higher than you guys.
Dang it. I knew that was coming.
So she slips out down into the pit and then out, although you guys don't see that.
All right.
Brian, I told you I had rope, but no.
Okay. Cut her off
Well,
of the
she did kind of tell you where to find her.
And we just have to make a bunch of noise. It won't be hard for us.
No.
You make a big flare with some oil and fire in a house.
So I've got a bit written after this part and everything. If you guys tell me where you want to go, I'll be able to tell you if we're prepared for an earlier session this week.
Head toward Riverside Market Street, guys, or what?
Head that way, I figure we're going to bump into a lot of zombies. But we get the chance of bumping into those guys. There's a lot better armor. Maybe them being dead, we might get their armor.
But do we want to bump into them right now, or do we want to kind of just survey the area first?
Sounds to me like the Grove is a bad idea from what I'm hearing.
It could in her perspective, it's a bad idea. I don't know that for us it would be a terribly bad idea, because do we want to just grab the princess and run, or do we want to try to take care of the root of the issue on the island?
I don't think we have enough information to even make a call on that yet.
If we're going to try for information, the tower may be a better option, because if we can get the wizards or the college to let us in, we could actually, maybe get some more insight about what's going on. Plus, they're right there by the Bone Fortress. They may have more information.
And I mean, it's like Riverside's on the way.
Riverside to the forge, and then kind of see what we can do about the tower.
Yeah. I think the rest is too easy. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice if she was there, but I sincerely doubt she is.
She may be, even if she is. We can't get off the island just yet.
Well, and she seems like she would be a smarter ruler than to just, I mean, maybe she's benevolent, but it seems like she would have a better way of managing resources and stuff.
I think she's actually in control of a gang. She's not too sweet. She's like a mob boss.
It was probably her.
I'll put some of the stuff she told you guys in the journal entries and in the handouts and such. But what she did tell you, she told you some of the factions in the city, like the groups of people. Let me go over it for you.
And then who some of the leaders were, at least their race and gender.
Yeah, she said that
was totally her.
She said the Dauntless is led by an orc, and they're kind of culty, right? The druids, they had an archdruid that was an elf. The keepers have a female leader. She said that, and they're a bunch of bleeding hearts that will take in anybody. There's the roofers, who she didn't want to tell you about, but she was part of. And there's the tower, which is probably a bunch of spellcasters. She doesn't know a whole lot about them.
She also told us about the prison that the jackals lived there.
That's right, the jackals. They're opportunists and murderers, and she would rather you just stay away from them because they're hard people.
She's also another NPC that could lie just like anybody else.
Precisely.
She also said she would stay with us through the night, and she burn out. So
they've all got their own prejudices and motives and such.
I think she's part of the jackal.
I don't think she's part of the jackals. I think she was just scared and she didn't want us to kill her.
I think she was the princess.
Yep. I think so. That would be funny.
It would make sense. Meet her right at the beginning. Just let her slip right out of our hands.
I'll shoot her.
So next time, I'm gonna have to step up the difficulty on these encounters. You guys are showing a lot of problem-solving ability and taking out my monsters before they can smack you.
How did you do that, Ella?